You actually showed up just in time. I just hit the go live button.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, hello out there. You're welcome to the Nut House.
Yeah, you're in the Nut House now. And I figured out the whole avatar thing.
Oh, good. Okay.
So now you got my little avatar up in the corner.
You figured out?
Well, okay, you helped me figure it out.
I told you what to do, but
yes, you did. I admit
likes taking credit for other people's work too.
I like taking credit for my success. I like taking credit for my successes, not my failures.
Yeah.
Rosetta's like, oh yeah, I did that, and he's like, oh yeah.
It could be Trump the next generation.
Oh gosh.
We do not need
that is harsh.
2.0. Thank you.
That is harsh. Calling me Trump 2.0.
Oh my. That escalated quickly.
Well, that's 2.0. That's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
I know. Little column A, little column B with you.
We're all going to build a wall. Okay.
Hey, Big Steve, welcome.
Politicians and just have the rest of the country free of them.
So true.
Yeah, it seems like the country would be a lot better without politicians.
You know?
Exactly.
And politicians should be changed for the exact same reason.
So true. So true.
Yeah.
So true.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we got your picture up now. You're looking fancy.
Well, thank you. That's me as the Fonz. With a tie-dye shirt, of course.
It adds that special touch.
Yeah.
To the 60s. Well, that would be about right, though. A little mishmash.
Yeah.
Well, technically speaking, Happy Days was supposed to be set in the late 50s anyways, so it's closer to the era than some of the stuff they used in the show.
Yeah. Yep. Okie dokie.
All right, so apparently my my StreamYard thing added the little the chat over on the side. And I didn't even do anything.
Yep.
I guess that's a sign that it's slightly starting to connect. Now,
yeah, you're connected.
Okay, so how do I? So, if people choose to donate, then what? Then does it go right to this stream?
It'll be set up with your PayPal.
Okay, well, I do have the PayPal connected already because
then you're
when
good.
I did when Odin said he had shut off super chats, but people could donate through StreamLabs. That's when I decided to connect my PayPal to StreamLabs and then get my own StreamLabs account.
Oh, okay. Excellent idea.
Yeah. And I definitely like this retro 80s look. I fell in love with it upon first seeing it, and I went with it.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
I like.
Personally, I would have added a little more blue and a little less purple, but that's okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love that retro look.
Yeah.
Something about that neon, you know?
Yeah, the neon, I think, is what really makes it pop out.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I agree that the blue would have been nice, too.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Some laser show or something.
Yeah, definitely laser light show.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, you got bear with me a little bit. I'm taking advantage of our time at the computer to sort folders and pictures.
Oh, no problem.
This looks really good, though. It looks like you are connected.
Yeah.
Already. So that makes it very easy, and then you already have your donate button. StreamLabs, I really love.
Yeah. The question, though,
that's the wood brush.
I just so basically, if the PayPal is connected, then that already means that if anyone wants to watch me through StreamLabs, they can donate.
Also, you get a link. You know, there's like a StreamLabs donation link. I know I have one, but I don't do as much live streaming through StreamLabs lately. But Lee has one. It's just assigned to your account, so it'd be under, I'm assuming, Mega Jetty, and you can pull that link out, and that way, if they want to donate directly to you, they can.
Okay, so if I click on if I do this, like whatchamacallit, so they just have is the link already on the actual stream?
No, it would be a link that you would basically, well, it's technically you would have to supply the link to them. And I'm trying to think. I would go under your settings. Hold on one second. I'm going to pull my streams out. StreamLabs up real quick. I should have done this when I was.
Oh, no worries. Remember, this is. I was too lazy to watch the those little intro tutorial videos.
This is what the frick are we doing stream? So
yeah.
Oh,
but also, we're as Matt Squirrel is, recalls from last night, we're also going to talk novels.
Okay.
Especially if the topic of movie adaptation novels comes up.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, that's the cool thing, you know. Movie adaptation novels sometimes add a little more than what was actually in the movie, and it sucks that it wasn't in the movie.
What I've also seen is there's two things that either happen. Either they take sections out to try to make it fit.
Yeah.
Or they add things in to try to make it fit their idea of what the story should be.
Yeah.
And adding in sometimes is less irritating and offensive than taking out.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind that they added Tario.
Yeah, I liked Tario.
I really disliked that they cut out Tom Bombadillo in the Battle of the Shire and the other.
Well, technically, they kind of had the Battle of the Shire,
they
but
had a passing glimpse as part of the flashes at the end, but they didn't actually have any details on it or what happened or why it was there.
Well, it was actually the vision that Galadriel gave Frodo in the mirror.
So they had a glimpse that it was going to exist, but they didn't actually go into it actually happening. So it was kind of odd.
Well, I kind of like that they didn't have that. That way, the Shire can still remain blissful peace and such.
Okay.
To a degree, I understand that. My thing is, I understand what he wrote is the content and reason why he created certain storylines. And a lot of his spirituality he put in Bombadillo and the Battle of Shire.
Yeah.
You actually read the book. And so it was cutting the spirituality out of the story quite a bit.
Yeah. I think what it is kind of, if you do compare The Lord of the Rings to World War II, with the exception of what happened on Pearl Harbor, America really did not suffer, any personal attack during World War II. It was mostly, overseas. So I feel like the Shire represented America, and in that respect, the only ones that were really affected were the select few, like Frodo and Sam. And so they went off to fight the war to put an end to it so that the war didn't come to their home. That's how I see it, at least.
There's some fairness to that. I mean, there was an amount of competition. If you actually read a lot of the stuff that Tolkien wrote about, he talks about that they were competing, him and Lewis, quite often on who could come up with the best adaptations to throw certain social or spiritual or religious aspects into their stories.
Yeah, I thought there was something similar between
they were close friends.
Narnia and Middle Earth.
They were close friends.
Ah.
So a lot of their stuff was competing for who could come up with the best adaptations and stories.
Ah. Gotta love when best friends compete like that.
When you click on your donation button, does it give you settings?
Let's see. I click on donate, but actually I'm clicking on the 3 bars next to donate, and then I get home, feed, and image.
What about your icon picture? Does it give you any setting options under that?
Pro settings?
Yes, let's try that.
Okay, I'll click on that.
And
I get this. Never pay for gifts again with StreamLabs Pro. Stand out from the average viewer and add special effects to your alerts and all that.
Okay. Go ahead and that's all nonsense.
So do I click on the PayPal thing here?
No, because it's trying to get you buy a prescription for the Pro. So because I haven't, don't worry. Just go ahead and cancel it beneath that, the PayPal thing. There you go. Yeah, there's got to be a settings link because I use the actual application for desktop.
I think if I click on my Mega Jetty 1 thing on the side here, nope, not that. Up here. I think it says here, hey, Mega Jetty 1, you are currently viewing your own website. Make changes and updates in the editor.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
That'll be the place to go.
Okay. Is the editor thing popping up on the screen share?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, good.
General settings on the left-hand side bottom.
General settings right
Left
here.
side. Yeah, there you go.
What's going on?
No, at the first I thought it was hail.
Oh, it's more rain.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and what were you laughing about before?
Oh, it was a great gift with Trump when Trump was outside outside the White House when he said, "I'm the chosen one." He looked up at heaven, shows a bolt of lightning disintegrating him.
That's funny.
So
Yeah, because the other day, Trump actually retweeted, "I was born from a virgin and am destined to bring balance to the force."
Well, that was actually a satire site to put that in there.
Yeah.
So I said, if that's the case, then Mama Trump and Palpatine have some explaining to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Okay, I clicked on the general settings. Now what?
Okay, hold on 1 second here, because it's very different on the internet website. Because I use the actual downloaded application.
Okay.
So give me 1 second here.
Yeah, that's a catbird.
Paste.
I don't know who decided to name something a catbird.
Let's see here. Let me go to the website. Yeah, I'm gonna just pull up the website.
But yeah, as we were talking about movie adaptations, I actually enjoy the movie adaptation novel of Batman Begins, because as anyone who is familiar with the comics, they know about Ra's al Ghul being like 600 years old because he takes a dip in the Lazarus pits.
Mm-hmm.
But the movie did something slick and decided to have it where there was no Lazarus pit. His immortality is just, is just the name of which is a title given to the strongest member of the League. And I liked that. But the novel actually hinted that there was a Lazarus pit, but it was something that needed to be made, and the process was seemingly a failure. But the interesting thing is, at the end of the book and the movie, when Bruce Wayne was in Wayne Tower looking down at the wreckage of the train from where Ra's al Ghul was supposedly killed, it's stated in the novel that his body was not found among the wreckage. Some say it was vaporized, but Bruce believes that the League came and took the body, which leaves one to wonder if Ra's al Ghul really died in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Interesting.
Yeah, which means that Talia and Bane were probably doing what he wanted, or they were doing their own thing, not knowing that he was still alive.
Okay, so go back to the main menu.
Okay,
back to main. Okay, looking at it. Analytics, general settings. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of editor for now. So
okay.
You already have everything saved. So, okay, now we're back to where we were in the beginning. Trying to go in. Do you know how to get to your dashboard?
Dashboard. Let's see here.
Trying to think where it would be. Try under that. Yeah. Try home. Yeah. Let's see what it takes us to the front page or to your settings. I'm not.
Yeah, it's not taking me.
It's like here, you're already home.
Yeah. Settings. Won't take me home.
Wow. Okay, let me see here.
Let me try to see if there's let me go back to editor, see if there's like a dashboard here.
Okay.
There's themes.
Yeah, it's gonna look a little different.
Okay.
Let me see here. Let's see.
Domain. Choose domain. No, don't want that.
Okay, we already have.
Don't exactly have a .com site yet.
Well, let's try this. In the URL bar there for it has StreamLabs.com.
Yeah.
And do the / and put in
Up here?
Yeah, but like you would type in a web address.
Okay. I got the HTTPS /
Yeah.
StreamLabs. Okay. So what?
Okay. So where MegaJetty 1 is, go
Yeah.
ahead and put in dashboard. Just go ahead and delete MegaJetty 1 and put dashboard. Let's see if it'll link us there.
Okay.
Because you're already logged in.
Yeah.
So my hope is that the computer will go, oh yeah, he's already logged in. And it'll take you to your dashboard.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to go
log
ahead.
in with YouTube?
Yes. So then you just want to select your account.
Yeah.
And this will help us find your. There we go.
Ah, okay. Now
there you are. So then you just go to your settings.
Okay, settings. If it'll accept my clicking.
There is that, and this is the URL where you can send donations. So there's your link.
Okay, so I just copy link address.
Or you can customize it, whatever you prefer. So if you want to leave it at your name, which is good,
okay.
Then you can go and just copy the gold link there, which is the StreamLabs address, and that's your donation link.
And then I can put that right here in the. Oh, almost forgot here. Welcome, Ancient One.
Hi, Ancient One.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
You there, Ancient One? Oh, your window's here, but we can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Anybody here?
Here
we go.
Yes, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, I didn't realize the live stream was already going on.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
Sorry.
Not to mention I was focusing on the whatchamacallit, the StreamLabs thing here that I wasn't able to pay attention to the StreamYard window. Sorry.
That's all right.
All right. Now that I have the thing ready here, I believe I can go to my go to this thing. Go to this. Is it raining anywhere where you guys are at?
No.
Man, I wish.
Oh, dear.
Do you see how bright this is? I already had to turn my camera down about 6 times because every time I close the window, the cats cry because it's sun shining.
All righty. I left the link to the StreamLabs, so
very nice. And you can also, save it in your About section on your channel. So that way when people go to your channel, they'll have the donation link right there.
Yeah, I think I did that. Let me see here. Let me see just to make sure, because are you referring to these little icons over on the side here?
No. It says here, click on the Customize Channel button.
Customize channel?
And then what it'll do is take your page for editing. So all we're doing is going ahead and clicking on the About tab there. It says discuss, all the listings.
About.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Right there, below, like right there.
Right
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And then you want to go ahead and we're going to add in a channel description. So you want to do the little +sign channel description. Nope, go ahead back up.
Oh, okay.
You'll see it right there. Description and then +sign channel. There you go. Then you can paste it in there or write whatever you want about the channel.
Okay.
And that way you have a place where you can go to as a secondary for that donation link in case you want to grab it really quick.
Okay.
And you can, right before, what you could do is before, God, I'm trying to think language today. Hello. Right before you have the link. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That looks excellent.
So how's everyone doing?
Doing good.
I'm doing okay.
I read this damn book.
So, yeah, is this good?
Yes, that looks really good.
Okay.
And then at any time you can go back and change it or add in new details or whatever you want to put about your channel.
Okay. And will this be like, so when I This way, whenever I do a live stream, I could just come to my about page here and then copy and then paste that whenever I want to the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
It's and then that way you always kind of have it in a like easy to find place. It's quick. You know?
So I don't have to go searching all over StreamLabs for it again.
Right. And I had to do that with Lee's too, because I was like, I'm like, I'm gonna need to put this in like a public place so that way it's somewhere where I can grab it. You know.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
No problem. Makes sense. Now you know, kind of like always think dashboard. So when you're looking for different things. Dashboard's the best place to go. It's still weird seeing it like this.
Yeah.
You know?
I got 4 notifications here.
Oh.
I think this is, oh yeah, this is like, okay, the first 2 are like 2 months back, and the latest 4, I think, are just now, recently.
Yeah, those are just little things like, hey, you're new. Check this out.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying. It just hasn't been easy, though.
Right. It's kind of one of these things where, like, you know, there's so many different options that you can do. The platform ones, I downloaded, like, OBS, StreamLabs, and that one do, like, overlays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun, but, it, you know, I take time doing that stuff, so it's like, okay. Because I used OBS, or StreamLabs, regular StreamLabs, and sometimes OBS for videos. So... that will be changing a little bit more in the future because time.
So let me guess, that secondary bag of nuts and acorns that explode like grenades helped you out?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Took care of some business. I have not slept yet today, so I'm probably gonna have to leave in a little bit because I haven't slept. So I've been living on the nuts are keeping me alive.
I actually did a little, added this little thing. When I started the StreamLabs, I did this little thing where if someone sends me a super chat, it's kind of inspired by Mecha Random. Watch this.
That's cute.
Yeah, I just couldn't help it.
I have, like, on mine, I set up a dancing deer with, like, dancing chipmunks and dancing squirrels. So
yeah, the only difference between my GIF and Mecha Randoms is hers is where the 2 Bill and Teds meet each other and guitar together. This is where they do it, but there's the neon excellent popping up.
I like that.
Thank you.
It's very retro. I like that.
Yeah.
And it'll match your
I love retro.
Oh yeah.
Now, Matt, the reason I say I'm going to disintegrate this book is because this is my cheat book while I'm working.
Interesting. Oh.
Because I do nature photography and I can't keep track of every species.
Right. That's
so I go through it a lot when I'm sorting folders and figuring out which ones to make into prints.
Right. That's very cool. And you live in where do you live? You live in the Midwest or?
Yeah, I'm right now, I live over in East Iowa, but I do a lot of traveling around. I'll be back in the Black Hills for a while next month and in October for a bit.
Oh, that's good opportunities.
Which is where I grew up and hang out around the bison and pronghorns and stuff. You get more unique shots.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, that'll be a great trip, especially as we're slowly approaching winter, I guess.
I'm going up Crazy Horse.
That'll be awesome.
Would it be the first time I've done it?
That's very cool.
It's really it's about 11-mile hike, but it's one of the highest peaks in the Black Hills, so you can see most of the mountains from around it on top. So it gets really interesting up there, but it is 11-mile mountain hike to get up there.
Oh my God. Nope. I'm like,
I did it before as a kid with my parents. My parents were both disabled. They did it, but I had to carry the cooler in the backpack.
Right.
So I've done it. Unfortunately, my health isn't as good, so now the one lugging stuff's going to be my husband.
That is a trek. 11 miles. My God, man. Are you guys going to camp?
No. Okay. It's a one-day event.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a little intense.
Yeah. I'm like, yep. Like
And,
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ancient One.
and then you hear rumors of a bunch of crazy things to the point where you all decide to camp just to see what happens. I'm
What will
kidding,
happen is they'll
actually.
escort you off the grounds there because it's protected tribal land. So
Oh yeah,
if they're not telling you could stay, they're not going to let you.
Right.
pretty much.
Mm.
Hey, y'all want to see what whatchamacallit, GIF slash audio thing plays when I get a new subscriber?
Sure.
Sure.
You're gonna love this one.
Oh my god. Oh
Steve
my
Urkel.
god. Oh, that's like a bad memory, but at the same time, a very happy one.
I know.
Crossover episodes, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Steve Urkel.
That's
gotta love
hilarious.
Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Whenever he showed up, there was that big audience cheer.
Every time.
I could have sworn the actor who played as him became pretty buff.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Julia White. Yeah.
Even in the early days of Urkel, he was never as scrawny or as geeky as they made him look.
Yeah.
Julia White is not a scrawny, geeky guy. He's actually kind of hunky if he takes off all the props.
Kind of like when he was
Pretty
Stefan
much.
in a way.
Mm-hmm.
He was always more Stefan than he was Urkel.
Oh,
And not to
God.
mention, whatchamacallit, I loved his portrayal of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, actually, as
Yep.
cheesy as it was actually more true to the games and stuff than almost any other adaptions, Ben. And I'd watch it any day over the stuff they're doing now.
Mm.
Pretty much.
So true.
Imagine what would happen if Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog switched places. Mario is a hedgehog and Sonic is a human plumber.
Oh,
Shenanigans.
Did they ever do Sonic versus Mario in a video game?
Oh.
I don't think some of that
Super
happened.
Smash.
Oh. Is that right?
Haven't played that.
Which one of the Super Smash was that in?
I think it was Super Smash Brawl where they finally introduced Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay. Wow. I have to go look for this. I know we have it somewhere. I'll look for it.
Mm.
It's been a
I
while.
swear I hear this background like windy noise on the stream. I swear it sounds like a rainstorm.
Oh, it's Ancient One.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
no. You
It's
don't have to
usually
mute
no.
yourself, Ancient One.
I don't know
Oh,
where
my
he is. He's always
Oh,
got
no
wind
worries.
sounds
Are you
around him.
outside?
No, I'm not actually. I'm inside.
On
Where's that
Oh,
TV.
wow.
fan?
It's probably my mic.
Oh.
Your mic has always been so moody.
Yeah, I've always noticed that with you. I just ignore it because it's fun talking to you anyways.
I actually don't mind that sound because, it sounds like a blowing wind, which is actually calming and peaceful. Makes it feel like we're actually outdoors together.
Actually, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like when you wear a shower cap and like you're in the shower and you hear like the water hitting it. That's what it sounds like, but not as loud. I'm like, it has that weird reminiscent sound to it. I'm like,
Maybe that's why General Zod didn't want to invite me to his later streams.
man, God, I'm gonna be doing 101s. I'm gonna go back to that. I sent you a message, Ancient One. I'm gonna try start scheduling. I won't be doing live streams doing these. They'll just be 101 and recorded and then posted later. Because that way, it'll be super chill. I'll probably have Mega Jetty Rosetta on at some point too. I just have to schedule it out. But it's just a one-on-one thing where you can talk about whatever. It's getting to know the person. You know what I mean? Like just getting to know you. You know?
Yeah, that's generally what my live streams are. Just talking to get to know the people that I have on.
Mm-hmm. Like I did one a couple months ago because the show's called Between Two Nuts. So and but it's just a one-on-one conversation, and it's just like about whatever you want to talk about. And so the one I did the last time was about Mexican culture and the supernatural, paranormal. So it was a very long discussion with my guest I had on there. It was Hale Sagan, and we talked about things that he grew up with, in his family that were very entrenched in superstition and all kinds of shenanigans. but at the same time, stuff that they really believed, you know. Because one of his sisters, when he was young, had to go to I lack of better words, like a Mexican spiritualist that had to remove a curse from his sister, and he was very young when this happened, because they believed that she was cursed with the evil eye. Her grandparents did, and it was just like he shared that story, and I was like, yeah, it sounds about right. But so we had that kind of discussion because it was just offbeat and fun to have that, because we got into like a lot of the legends and stuff from Mexico and things that he grew up with, and maybe similarities too from my childhood. So we go back
partly and forth. Back to trying to adapt the Spanish culture to the tribes that were already there when they intermingled to create what's Mexico. Well, kind of adapted parts of all these multiple cultures and created some weird superstitions.
Well, they're all Native Americans in the end. They still live on pueblos. It's very much the same in a lot of ways, but yet it has that Spaniard influence, and then you have also the Aztec and all this other stuff that came through.
And southern tribe cultures are a lot different than our northern tribe cultures up here.
Absolutely.
And this is what I've gotten into with people, is all these stereotypes of tribes, and they're all supposed to either be everyone's in tune to nature, which is true, or it's everyone's got the really dark red skin, which actually was only ever really true of these southern tribes. Most of the northern tribes are actually pretty pale. And you get stuff like this, and they get these stereotypes fitting with separate groups, like all the European cultures are. We don't have the same belief structures. We're not all theistic. Some were, even back in the early days of the culture, very anti-slavery. Some weren't. It varies.
Absolutely.
Hey, question, Rosetta. Speaking of Native Americans, have you ever watched Firewalker with Chuck Norris and Louis Gossett Jr.?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't done a while, I think.
Well, I did a watch party a while back. If you ever want to watch that, it'll give you a hint of what we talked about and such. But yeah, I was just wondering if would you consider like how the Native Americans were in that the actors that were in that one to be stereotypical?
I'm not sure. It depends on which tribe they were trying to portray and how they did it. They'd actually have to spend a little time going back over it.
Well, Will Sampson was in it, and I'm pretty sure Will Sampson was the Indian dude in Jack Nicholson film, Monkey Over the Figures Nest.
See, because the thing I get mostly is when I'm, especially in this culture that's so oversensitive, I get the accusations of appropriating when I do my native clothes and stuff. And my family wasn't dark to begin with before my mom mixed her Celtic in. But I try to tell people, you'd be surprised. I was talking about this with Jenny the other day. Oglala Sioux, raised on Rosebud Reservation. Old days famous game show host. Barker. Does he look dark? Yeah. He's got a little bit more tan than most people. He still passes as white. He's enough native he was raised on the res. So I think that's one of the problems is getting past the Hollywood stereotype goes for like the darkest of southern tribes, and that's what they portray all natives to look like. And so you get that attitude where people don't expect it. And it's like, actually this dark skin's actually one of the most progressive genes. It's one of the quickest lost to be mixed race.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I have Blue Shogun be of mixed race, Japanese American. He could be, dark tan Asian, or he could be bright Caucasian.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It could go either way.
Yeah, it's really interesting about the Native American tribes. My dad's side lived on res. One part actually they got off the Trail of Tears. They got out of that somehow, and so it's Chippewa and Cherokee on both sides, and I got all the hereditary goodies, but I'm pale, dark hair, dark eyes. I got the Chippewa hair, I'll say that, but it isn't that beautiful, sleek, gorgeous, stereotypical Native American hair. Definitely. But it's interesting how genetics work, and then the stereotypes that follow. Well, you're not 100%. Nobody is 100%, I think, of anything anymore.
I've always said I don't believe there's 100% of any race because we don't know how long people have intermixed or intermingled or traveled all over. In the Sioux beliefs, in the religion and the culture, the medicine wheel that they have is called the Four Corners of Man. It goes back at least about 8,000 years, if not more. And it actually portrays white and red and black and yellow. And it portrays that these are the four colors of the globe, and we become a perfect man as one.
Mm-mm.
Tell me that we didn't know there were other cultures around the world long before people think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because how else would they know that?
Yeah. And hello to Riot Kitty.
Oh, right.
Hello, Riot Kitty.
Hi, Riot.
Yeah. You missed the part where Mad Squirrel and Rosetta were helping me trying to figure out my StreamLabs, but if you want to go back and rewatch that later, feel free.
I was mostly just giving you crap while you trying to figure it out, but
Hey man, you
Not
got
to
it.
mention we will take time to talk about some novels and such.
I actually have to get going because I have to go pass out. I've been up way too long.
Oh wow!
I haven't slept since
Deeply
yesterday.
understandable, Mad Squirrel.
Mind if I ask, Mad Squirrel, what state do you live in?
I am in Texas.
Oh wow!
Yeah, not originally from here, but yeah, I live here now and I love it. But I live in the hottest part of the state, so
I would like to see the South in winter time. And other than
Yes.
that, I have no interest in living down there. I don't like heat.
I absolutely highly suggest only coming during like the fall winter season.
Now,
It's really enjoyable.
I would suggest you never try, unless you've had experience with extreme winters, you never try to see like the Black Hills and stuff in winter, whether you think these mountains in winter would be pretty or not.
I've been told and warned to never do that. I was like, I'm not a cold,
The
extreme
Black
cold
Hills
climate.
actually have more extreme recorded winters than even Montana. Because they're high altitude.
Yeah,
Mountains connected to a desert, they have extreme high and low. And have hit the negative 50s and bounced. They have the record for the fastest hurricane in history at almost 50 degrees with just in like 2 minutes.
oh my god.
That's
Oh
where
my
I grew up. In the winter I was born, the first month I was alive was mostly negative 40s.
Dude, I wouldn't make it. You'd see a frozen dead
I can
squirrel.
handle cold. I can't handle heat because I was raised in the cold.
Yeah, you know what? That's very true. I have quite a few friends that are like, let's say, very northwest, north Midwest, if you will, and they're like, so adapted to the cold. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm originally from Miami, Florida, so there's no way. Like, I'm
Yeah,
so
you're just a Southern girl in heart.
in the end, yeah. I lived in the West for a long time, New Mexico, Arizona, and that heat is ridiculous. I won't live in an oven, but I do love the southern. I just love the southern climate, tropical.
I just want to see every part of the world I can, just to see the different animals and nature and the formations and all that.
Mm-hmm. There's so many
That
really
sounds
cool
like-
things.
That
Sorry,
sounds
go
like a
ahead,
plan.
Slowly over time.
Anyway, Mega Jetty, I apologize, you guys. I have to sleep. I swear.
Oh,
to
no
God.
Take
worries.
care of your
Well, I'm
mom.
just glad you were able to come on and help me.
Not a problem. I was like, oh, he sent me the link. Okay, and I was in the middle of like doing other stuff.
Ah,
But yeah, I will talk to all of you lovely people. Lady Rosetta, have a good day, evening.
Oh,
And
guys-
Jeff. I'm sorry, I
Have
saw
a
your
good day too, Mad
no,
Squirrel.
that's okay.
I'll take you wish day.
Thank you, and have a nice day.
You too, guys. Have a good day.
Take
Yep.
care. So, Ancient One, I don't think I got a chance to ask you. What state do you come from?
South Dakota.
Ah,
Yeah, I remember you. Are you actually in Rapid?
Pretty much.
Yeah, because I spent a good chunk of my childhood in Rapid. I was born down in the southern end of the Black Hills, so
Even though I wasn't born there, I was born in, I believe it was a farm I kind of forgot the name. Memory is a rare sketchy, but
Is that someone's chair?
my apologies. That was my chair.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
I have got to boil that eventually.
Ah.
I sound this together as rapid. I mean, you just got to remember, I lived in Rapid about 17 years of my life, so I'm going to make fun of it some. Especially since all three of my siblings still live there.
Hmm. So yeah, Ancient One. I think I've said this before, but I do like your icon. What is it based on?
It is based off a video game called Turrican. I will
Turrican?
show you the link as soon as I find it.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually comes from a remastered soundtrack anthology. Yeah, Turrican is like a shooting franchise that first came to being back in 1990 and was released for the Commodore 64 and whatnot. The franchise alone became really popular until it eventually fell into obscurity. Oh yeah. Let me see. Where would I? Where is it?
As the bug from Men in Black would say it. Where is it?
Skin's hanging off your face.
2 seconds won't even be a matter.
And I did ask this on a different live stream a while back. Either of you seen Daredevil, both the movie and the Netflix show?
I haven't watched any Netflix shows because I absolutely hate Netflix and won't pay for it.
Here's a link in the private chat on SteamYard.
Okay.
I could also send it to you on your Twitter too.
Let's see here.
Yeah, if you're gonna send me something, send it on Twitter because I can't deal with links right now. I've got too many windows open.
That's understandable.
All right, I'll be paste and
here you go.
Turrican. Got it.
Yep.
Oh wow. That is a cool image.
Oh yeah. Indeed.
Good choice for your icon.
Thank you very much.
Hey, no worries. I mean, all I did was take a picture, goofy picture of myself and put that on the internet.
Fonz got lost on his way back to Milwaukee and ended up at Woodstock.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
Oh, say it again louder.
I said the Fonz got lost on his way back to Milwaukee and ended up at Woodstock.
Milwaukee. Oh yeah.
You know, you say Milwaukee, and I think about that part with Yakov and Night Court where he's trying to explain something to Bull. He's like, picture you were in Milwaukee, and no matter how far you travel, how much you go, you can walk, drive, get on a plane. No matter what you do, you'll still be in Milwaukee. And Bull's screaming in terror.
Wow. But yeah, thank you for directing me to Turrican. I'll definitely have to look into this.
Oh yeah, I could show you a couple other links that involve the gameplay and the music. Music is what really made it rememberable.
So, what was it, like mid-2000s or something?
You mean Turrican?
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, it first came to being in 1990.
Oh wow!
So it's pretty old.
Pretty old, and yet looks like very modern artistic cover here.
Oh yeah.
I'm impressed.
Indeed, it is impressive. I mean, Bunch of diehard fans that still love it to this day.
Wow.
Hey, Jenny, check out the picture I got the other day.
What?
I just put the screenshot. Check out the picture I got the other day.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Pretty owl.
That is cute and yet scary at the same time.
Yay. Owl.
It's like he's staring into my soul.
There's something about owls with that flat face have their own
You
way of
son of a... He said I had a soul. I swear. Sometimes I wonder why I put up with this yin yang here.
Because you wouldn't have access to the computer if you didn't.
Of course.
Oh. Yeah, I went there.
Huh. So, Ancient One, got any books you'd like to talk about?
Any books?
Yeah, novels, comics, anything?
That's a very good question. I mean, normally if it's the books I read, it was basically D&D.
Oh.
Oh, I've read a lot of books. What would that be a topic? Have you ever actually read any of the sci-fi that Delancey wrote?
Tom Delancey?
John Delancey.
Oh.
Not me.
Not really.
He wrote several sci-fi books. Check them out. They're really weird. They're kind of
Okay.
Interesting.
I used to have them. Stolen.
Oh yeah. The same guy that played Luke in Star Trek. Yeah. I only just recently learned like a couple weeks ago that he was also a sci-fi.
I actually saw I Am Number 4 as a movie, but I never read its book version, so there is little I could say, right, Kitty?
I'm sorry, I can't see the chat very well right now. With crap open right now.
That's understandable.
Just sorry to write. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I actually had have the Batman Begins novelization, and one of the things I liked was the fact that even though in the movie there was no Lazarus Pit and Ra's al Ghul was just a name passed down to the strongest member of the League, it was hinted that the Lazarus Pit was real and Ra's al Ghul could be immortal in the novelization because after the train explosion, they couldn't find the body of Ra's al Ghul.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And not to mention, what?
Huh, Batman to Ra's al Ghul. I
Yeah.
won't kill you, but I won't have to save you either.
Yeah. But, yeah, there was also, you ever see the movie The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy?
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yeah, well, basically, Eddie Murphy is this, this social worker. He's a finder of lost children, and one such child that's gone missing is a Tibetan child who has mystical powers, and the child has been brought to the City of Angels for him to find. And unfortunately, the people that kidnap the child are also magical. They're demons. But yeah, there was this one bit where he goes through a corridor to get this ancient knife. In the movie, he actually goes through this corridor, but in the novel, it's actually inside his own mind. So yeah, I just find it interesting how the novelizations add a little more than what the actual movies give us.
Oh yeah.
Which makes sense, at least.
And not to mention the dagger that he had to get in the Golden Child in the movie it was actually this like brown bronze looking dagger, but in the novel it seemed like the hilt was made of like living flesh because it was constantly pumping blood out of the bottom at the butt of the knife.
That is messed up.
Well, yeah, like you would see something like that in a modern day anime, but yeah, it was like that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's cool that in the 80s, the novel of that movie kind of was thinking of doing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would make sense. The knife is the only thing that can kill the golden child, and if it's a knife that has a living hilt that's pumping out blood, kind of makes sense that that's the very thing that can kill the child.
Yeah.
Damn.
In a brutal, sadistic way, it made sense.
Oh, definitely. And not to mention, there was this doctor and this half-dragon lady in the movie. But it's like at the end, they just disappear from where they're at. But in the novel, their fate is revealed. But I won't risk spoiling it until you've seen the movie.
Don't worry about it. I'm not really affected by spoilers. I'm more concerned about watching the movie from beginning to end to
trust me,
determine whether or not it's good.
Well, trust me, if you're a fan of like Beverly Hills Cop, but also are a fan of Big Trouble in Little China, then The Golden Child is your kind of movie.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that one given the chance.
Yeah, it was like one of those things I saw as a kid, and I loved it so much, but I never owned the movie, and so basically I had to like wait until the days of DVD and then search for it again in order to actually get it for myself.
If I could invite you all, if I had lots and lots of money, I could buy you all plane tickets and we could have a party at my house. It would be totally awesome. Have like lots of popping popcorn. We'll even have a 7.1 surround sound and big TV. It would be totally glorious, man.
You definitely sounded like a Ninja Turtle there.
Gosh, the Ninja Turtles are the old days.
Oh,
unfortunate
they're still good. It's just sometimes they get put into the wrong hands.
Yeah, Nickelodeon. I mean, honestly. I mean, what are they doing with the 2018 version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I'll take the 2012 version.
Oh, yeah.
I especially like that little bit where they made pizza more Japanese style with pizza gyoza.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's something I think I'm interested in trying to make and actually eat.
That'd be nice.
Ugly babies. What did you think was the best part of that show?
What show again?
The 2012 Ninja Turtles.
I barely ever had a chance to watch that.
Never watched it.
Funny thing is, I actually slightly predicted something before it was revealed in the season 1 finale. I remember reading about how Karai was like the adopted daughter of Shredder, but then they showed that Splinter, when he was Hamato Yoshi, he had a newborn child. I was like, what if the Karai is that child? And then blew my mind. They revealed it.
That'd be mind-blowing.
I know, because
it would be like, what the crap? Oh,
I know.
No.
Basically, Shredder kidnapped Splinter's daughter and raised her as his own. That is.
Cry would probably have a bunch of heydays when she realizes that she's actually Master Splinter's daughter to begin with.
I know, and season 2 definitely delved into that.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that's what I love about that show. I mean, it took what things we were familiar with, but also took them into an interesting new direction.
I'm just not kidding about the 2018 version.
Yeah.
What are they doing with that?
I have no clue, and I don't even want to know. Never even sat down to watch it.
I'm starting to think they were on so many serious drugs. They've been smoking that very bong that Donatello invented for Michelangelo.
Oh, right, kiddies. What the F moment was when it turned out Irma was a Krang robot and immediately started to shoot missiles at the gang. Yeah, that was disappointing that Irma turned out to be a Krang, in my opinion. I mean, there had to have been a real Irma in that show, because how else would the Krang be able to create something like so original like that?
Exactly.
I still think maybe the real Irma's like held in a prison cell somewhere, and she was just replaced by the Krang dude. But I don't think that even happened.
Remember, they have to subvert expectations. They think it's their duty.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe someone who was a fan of the 2012 show will continue it in a comic, and then do that. Hopefully.
I did like the way how NetherRealm Studios featured the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Injustice 2.
Oh yeah,
really spot on.
Yeah, I was a little reluctant to get Injustice 2 because I'm still having a hard time with the whole most of DC going bad while Batman is still the good guy. I mean, I don't like the idea of Superman and the Justice League always being in the wrong. When can we ever get a Batman versus Justice League where Batman is in the wrong?
Huh, very good question.
Yeah. In fact, I could already tell you my rewrite of the first Injustice. Yeah, Metropolis goes kaboom, and Superman does kill the Joker. But when we see our Justice League go into the Injustice universe, it looks like Superman is the dictator of the world, as we see in the game. But then come the moment where Batman is saved, Superman reveals to our Justice League that it really is the Batman who went bad, because even though Superman killed Joker, he realizes he crossed the line, and so did Batman, and Batman in his twisted way can't cope without the Joker, so he needs to create a new enemy, and he chooses Superman, and that's why Batman has gone evil.
Oh man, that was nuts.
Yeah, well, don't forget, Batman is slightly nuts, considering he's still obsessed over what happened to his parents, and that's why he's still running around just like a bat.
The Joker to Batman. Kill you? I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No.
Yeah.
You complete me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Batman could go that same route, I mean, if something happened to Joker, Batman's gonna need someone else to fight, and because he sees Superman kill Joker, he's gonna think if America's brightest hero takes that dark path, then there's no hope for him. So therefore, he feels that in his mind he's being the hero when in fact he's actually being the villain.
Pretty much.
And then, yeah, basically, that's the middle of the story twist for Justice 1, is that all this time you thought Superman was the villain and Batman was the hero, but it's actually the other way around. You flip the script halfway through the story.
Batman's gone mad. What shall we do?
I never was into that whole Batman versus Superman stuff.
Yeah, but you gotta blame Return of the Dark Knight comic for that one.
Might as well.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's the very book that started the trend of Batman eventually having to fight Superman every now and then.
I understand they're trying to make him human and flawed, and the fighting between them makes sense sometimes with hero stories, same as Civil War and stuff like that,
Yeah.
But it just never sat right with me the way they handled that account.
I will say this. I would like to see a version of the Civil War in DC Universe. And I think we could do, have Superman lead one team and Batman lead the other. It's just which one is in the right and which one's in the wrong is the question.
To the point where they actually have to make some really difficult decisions.
Yeah, like maybe Batman has to gather some of his enemies to side with him and promise them he'll like give them a head start afterward or something like that.
Yeah, Joker, we can finally fight alongside with Jar now.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like in whatchamacallit, the Lego Batman movie. That was surprisingly good.
One, but I'd have to watch that one day.
Oh, that was a surprisingly good movie. I will say that.
Huh.
So, Ancient, since you're in Rapid, are you brave enough to do the Vote Smarts Up Crazy Horse?
What now?
Are you brave enough to do the Vote Smarts Up Crazy Horse?
I haven't been to. I don't think I've ever been there. I'd have to go there at some point.
It's just an 11-mile hike where they let people hike up and pick up on the arm of the monument.
I'm used to walking up the stairs.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm really not into the subvert expectations, turn heroes into villains. I understand the purpose. Yes, sometimes people who portray themselves as good are actually evil and that, But to me, they've just gotten a little over the top with a lot of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta get back to your roots and then start again.
Yep.
Even
it means taking things on a whole new level.
Yeah, I actually thought of this, like, if I were to do my own Batman trilogy, I would do it where, I have a brief clip of Joe Chill killing Thomas and Martha Wayne, but then do an immediate time jump to present day where he's dressed as Batman, going around looking for Joe Chill. And then, he goes after Joe Chill, unmasks himself before him, telling him, I'm coming for my revenge. Joe Chill runs out into the middle of the street, gets run over by a car, Batman is denied his vengeance, and then immediately after that, he hears on the radio that there's been a break-in at Ace Chemicals. He goes to Ace Chemicals, finds the Red Hood running along the catwalk. He jumps down in front of the Red Hood, lifts him up by his collar, and then he sees his own angry face in the reflection of the Red Hood helmet. And then all of a sudden he's terrified by what he's seeing. So Batman loosens his grip, and then unfortunately the Red Hood drops to his feet, loses his balance, and falls over the railing.
Nuts.
And then, Red Hood becomes Joker, and then he's, he holds some hostages. Batman goes after Joker, and Joker keeps talking about how it's our meeting, our second meeting and whatnot. And then Batman, despite being the world's greatest detective, he's clueless because he's still a newbie. And basically the Joker's like, oh, do I have to spell it out for you? He then pulls out the Red Hood and basically tells Batman the obvious thing. He's the Red Hood.
Nuts.
And then basically Batman realizes he made him worse than he was when he was wearing the Red Hood out. And so basically they get into a fist fight. Batman is like punching him and he's like, I'm gonna kill you. But then then he recalls how him wanting to kill is what made Joker what he is. So he realizes if he gives in to his urge, he will not have learned anything. So that is why he stopped himself from killing Joker, because him wanting to kill Joe Chill led to him wanting to kill the Red Hood, which made the Red Hood into Joker. You know, cause and effect.
Speaking of the Joker, have any thoughts about the Joker as a guest character in Mortal Kombat 11?
Oh yeah, and I'm impressed by that. I mean, Joker is the kind of guy who belongs in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
The reason why I actually like the Mortal Kombat versus DC. The problem is many people didn't want to see their favorite superheroes getting viciously murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it depends on how it comes out. It could be really good, or they could do it really bad. I'd have to see how it actually comes out.
I was hoping they would be. I'm thinking if they ever did another Mortal Kombat versus DC, they'd have to get the counterparts more in line. I mean, they obviously got Batman's counterpart right, being Sub-Zero. But Superman's counterpart, he would surprisingly be Scorpion.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I mean, I do like that, whatchamacallit, I like that, in Mortal Kombat vs. DC, the ending for Sub-Zero is he's inspired by, Wei Liang's Sub-Zero is inspired by Batman to want to be his own, like, vigilante. But I also can't help but to see similarities between Batman and Scorpion because, you know, even though, like Batman, like Sub-Zero, Batman was a member of a clan of ninjas for a time. Also, like Scorpion, though, his life has been haunted by tragedy and loss. And in a way, he feels cursed.
Well, the thing with best heroes and villains always have to have a really troubled life because without tests of your character, how your character comes out isn't interesting.
I will say this: I did like how in the Mortal Kombat vs. DC, if Sonya Blade wins before the two universes cease merging, she actually gains a Green Lantern power ring.
Huh.
And not to mention, I guess through the Speed Force, Liu Kang became connected to the Flash in a way. So even though they're two separate universes apart, there's like a telepathic link between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that, right? Superman's counterpart should be Raiden because that's kind of what the game kind of set up, you know. At the same time, Raiden was blasting Shao Kahn through a portal. Superman was shooting Darkseid through a portal, and that's how Darkseid and Shao Kahn became Dark Kahn. And yeah, what I felt was missed out on, but they kind of did with Mortal Kombat 11, was they should have had some of the Mortal Kombat and DC characters merged together, like have their counterparts merged. Like for example, since Superman and Raiden are counterparts, they should have merged to create Super Raiden to defeat Dark Khan.
That would have been a much more interesting thing they should have done, but it's too late now.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, since Warner Brothers owns both DC and, you know, NetherRealm, they could continue Mortal Kombat versus DC in a comic series if they, you know, want to try that.
If they wanted to.
Oh, I definitely want that. And heck, it can even come to a point where both Marvel and DC Earths do merge into one, so you could create basically an alternative history where, like, Batman encountered both Sub-Zero and Scorpion during his quest around the world to become Batman. Or Sonya Blade at first is an unknowing pawn of Lex Luthor before she ends up siding with Superman against Lex.
That'd be mind-blowing.
There are potential storylines that could be so much better than half the crap they're giving us.
Yeah, because I mean, and that's another thing too. That's why I like the idea of a shared Marvel DC universe, because when Batman travels around the world when Bruce Wayne travels around the world to become Batman, he could have run into, Iron Fist at Kunlun and learned some martial arts there. And whatchamacallit, his parents could have been killed not by Joe Chill, but by Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, part of the problem with trying to have that happen is, while they're definitely close to the woke side right now, Disney and hate each other.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have Joe Quesada for that, because dumbass Joe Quesada basically posted this tweet bashing DC, saying you have these great heroes like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and you don't know what to do with it. It's like having an A-list porn star not able to get it up. And basically, DC, they took this tweet, they framed it on their wall, and cut off all ties with Marvel because of that dumbass.
There's a lot of dumbasses go around right now.
Yeah, the same dumbass who wrote One More Day and ended the Peter Parker Mary Jane Watson marriage so they can have Peter be a teenager again.
I'd like to see that guy go on the bottle to the point where he lost his job.
The thing is, when they're this immature, they have to project their immaturity on their characters. They can't have a grown-up character. That's not as immature.
Yeah. But yeah, and whatchamacallit, oh yeah, back to what I was saying before about my version of Batman. After he deals with Joker, the second installment would have him fight Mr. Freeze. It turns out Mr. Freeze is Joe Chill.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because after he got run over by the car, his body was taken to a morgue, where unfortunately someone was storing advanced cryogenics next to the bodies, and some of it gets leaked onto him, and so it kind of revives him, but freezes.
And so we see Batman and Spider-Man fight Jared to the point where they're using colonium pesticide on one another.
Yeah.
I would be shocked.
Yeah, what did you say, Brian?
I said Joe Chill should have been Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Joe Chill should have been Mr. Freeze. Because, the name is is there, Chill.
Alright, Peter Parker, I come prepared with colonium pesticide for spiders like you. Oh yeah, Bruce Wayne. Well, I came prepared too with colonium pesticide for bats like you.
Oh, speaking of Batman,
you pest. Okay, you pest.
Speaking of Batman and Spider-Man, I actually have the crossover comic.
That is nice.
Yeah, give me a moment. You two talk amongst yourselves while I quickly get it.
Okay.
Don't worry, I won't let them talk about you behind your back.
Yes, you will.
Well, maybe a little.
See, he's just a big pain in the butt, right?
No, I tell you. You have no idea.
All joking aside. No, I was asking about your height. We could always do a meetup and an overlap video together, because I will be back there for a while in September and October. Ancient.
That's a way back, yeah.
Because I'll be back in the hills for a while. Next month for part of October because of different events. I like it back there. I miss the area. It's so quiet.
Moments later, we see Batman and Spider-Man spray jar with colonium pesticide right at Jared's faces.
Cardinal.
People are like, "Hey, wait, what are you doing? What are you two doing to each other? He's a pest. I must get rid of him."
Well, now that he's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, maybe DC ought to take a shot at him. Make that happen. Spider-Man and Batman together at last.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
When Disney goes bankrupt, we find out it became the biggest bankruptcy since the Leon Brothers. What the heck?
Yeah, go the way of Enron.
Turn on the light there, please.
Disney sucks like a cheap hooker.
Alrighty. Here is my Batman and Spider-Man comic. Oh, darn. The camera's on, it just... Okay. Darn camera.
Stupid camera.
Oh! What do you think?
Looks really awesome.
Yeah. The interesting thing, though, is that the DC logo is in red and the Marvel logo is in blue, when it technically should be the other way around.
Ironic as is.
Yeah. Interesting. Basically, I don't know. That's why I don't like politics. But yeah, and so yeah, basically this one has has the Dark Knight and the Web Slinger and the Demon's Head and the Kingpin.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, someone's phone's ringing.
Look at me.
Might be Commissioner Gordon.
Huh.
The bat phone.
Well, I think we might as well call it a stream now, considering I did get what I was hoping to get, and we got to chat amongst ourselves for a while.
And I have no freaking clue what I'm doing, but holy crap, I've sorted a lot so far.
Now, you said you were going to be doing a stream later?
I was planning to do one this afternoon, but I don't think I'm going to try to. I do usually have night ones on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, which are about 10 my time, so 11 over there.
But
I don't think I'm going to try to do the afternoon one because I've had a headache for days, and I have to take my godchildren down to the zoo tomorrow.
Must have been the wrong number.
And it sounds like you went through a rough day, a rough morning.
It's been one whacked out year. Between all the illnesses that I went through this winter, early spring, all the different things that keep happening, this has not been an easy year.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll just call this a stream now, and because I mean, I did get what I was hoping to get with the StreamLabs, and we all got to talk amongst ourselves about things we all love.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, always a good thing. So yeah, have a good day, everyone.
Take care.
You'll have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.